Hey guys and girls, I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. I've got another gift request today for the Avett brothers. That's how I'm going to say it. I think in the past I've said it Avett brothers, but something tells me somebody corrected me on my pronunciation, and this is probably a year or two ago. So I'm going to go with the Avett brothers. We are loved. And Scott Clemmer made a gift to the channel for me to do this one. I did an Avett brothers one yesterday, because Scott made a gift for me to do that one as well, and that got a 9.8. I was just blown away. And so now I am doing We Are Loved, and Scott said that this is off of their new album. So let's see what they've got for us. Scott, thank you for this gift and this request. We Are Loved. I wonder if this is like a religious song. We'll find out.
Whether we speak up or we are silent, if we are willing or we are done,
nice beginning.
If we're courageous or we are cowards, we may be burdened, but we are loved. Whether we stay true and do for another, if we are hidden or we're discovered, if we're forgiven or we're forgotten,
interesting contrast.
We may be lonely, but we are loved.
I'm waiting for the reveal.
Every stitch and seam, every wish and dream, even in tragedy, there lies divinity. Even as hope seems lost, it may be found again. I have felt alone, but I have never been. If you are standing, or cannot stop moving, whether you're haunted or cannot remember, over the gravestone, under the rainbow, pain comes and pain goes. And we are loved.
You only mentioned divinity once.
Every stitch and seam, every wish and dream, even in tragedy, there lies divinity.
Want to see where they go with
Even
that.
as hope seems lost, it may be found again. I have felt alone.
I had to pause here because I've talked about what the effect of a backing vocalist does, but they brought her in here at a certain moment to give a sense of community. And it imparts, without saying it, it's just, I don't know, osmosis, but it's there. that another person will come in and help give you hope. This sense of community here, when you feel like you're alone, when you feel like you're hopeless, you brought in another person at that moment. And that's purposeful. It's not just willy-nilly.
But I have never been. If we are spirit, or we are human, crossing the river,
nice,
harboring change. If we deny it, or if we face it, may we embrace it. We are loved.
Oh, was that artistic, creative? That was brilliant. To say something without saying something is at least a partial mark. It's consistent with genius, whether or not you consider this that or not. About life, about contrast, about conflict, internal conflict, but about dying, crossing over the river, just, metaphor for life and death, passing from whether you're human or spirit, one of the conceptions, at least I can say in the New Testament, in the Christian faith, is that we go, we shed these bodies when we die, and then our spirit lives on. And I think that was one of the ideas that was first broached by the Catholic Church, very early church. The immortality of the soul, it's called. And that lives on somewhere, and we call that place heaven. It's commonly called heaven. The Hebrew conception is more paradise is a place on earth where peace will reign here on earth. And, the Nefesh Kai and all of it. But without going too far into it, the conflict that we live with, and whether you accept it or not, I love those ideas. I mean, they really got into the reality. The lyricist in this really got into the reality of the human psyche and the human mind about our internal conflict. Can I believe this? Do I believe this? Do I not? But there's a certain measure of light within us. Divinity, it's called. And there are different conceptions of divinity. I mean, I teach yoga, and I know it's been taught, at the end of a yoga practice, when you say namaste, which means I honor the light that is in me, that is in you also. And, we all have a certain measure of goodness in us. There's a certain measure of badness in us. We do good things, we do bad things. Which ones are going to win out? We tend to think that's a matter of choice, and generally think it is. But in a song like this, it's very philosophically oriented, but the brilliance was there was nothing preachy about it. You had to lean in intellectually to understand anything about this song, and nothing came at you. It's one thing about, when you get a knock on the door and somebody's witnessing door to door, witnessing for Jesus or for whatever their particular religion is, and they want to come at you. Here's the truth. Here's a pamphlet. Here's the truth. Here it is. And they come at you. You don't have to lean in. You're backing up. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You don't even know what I think, and you're coming at me. Maybe I already think like you do. Maybe I don't, but can we talk about it? In this song, you just were invited. You weren't even invited. It was just here. Lean in. Lean in. If you're curious, lean in. If you like to think, lean in. If you like to feel, lean in. If you like to reflect, lean in. And then do with it what you will. Chew on that bone and see what you get out of it. I love songs like that. So Scott, another good one, man. That was just another really good Because at one, I was a philosophy major at Rutgers, which had and still does have the #1 philosophy department in the country, and right now #2 in the world. So it wasn't necessarily easy, but man, was it enjoyable. I mean, you were trained, first of all, to look for the flaws in your own thinking. You weren't trained, you weren't indoctrinated. You were schooled in like different ways to think. And even those are subject to criticism, if you will. So you tend to be open-minded about things and thick-skinned, if you will. Eventually you just shed your skin and you realize you're not as smart as you think. And so when somebody presents a song like this that goes in the directions they did, whoever the lyricist was, there might have been a couple of lyricists in there, songwriters, but was brilliant and just soft. And go ahead, lean in. Get out of it what you want. I love songs like that. So, all right, I'm going to rate this. I had no idea I was going to go off on the end of this thing. I never know until the song's over really where I'm going to go. But there was a lot to chew on in this song. And the name God was not mentioned once. The Bible wasn't mentioned once. But it was all skirted around coming back to themes like that. And on creativity alone and the beautiful execution and the simple delivery, simple isn't maybe the right word, the non-overproduced nature of this, the number that popped into my head immediately was a 9.5. I mean, Scott, you're on a roll, my friend. 9.8 yesterday, 9.5 today. It's brilliant. So thank you for that and for the gifts. All right, folks, have at it. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.